Turkish investigators believe they are very close to finding the remains of murdered journalist Jamal Khashoggi. As forensic teams continued to scour a forest outside Istanbul, officials suggested that the 59-year-old's mutilated body may have been buried with the help of Turkish collaborators with links to the criminal underworld. One Turkish official said, "We'll find out what happened to the body before long." The development came as the Saudi government finally admitted that Mr. Khashoggi had died inside their consulate in Istanbul on October 2, but claimed he had done so in a fistfight. Donald Trump sparked anger by describing the Saudi version of events as credible. Footage emerged of the journalist and his fiancée together just hours before his death. Vans that left the consulate, and which may have contained Mr. Khashoggi's body, tried to avoid being tracked. Turkish investigators said that parts of the consulate, as well as being painted, showed signs of being chemically cleaned. A fortnight after Mr. Khashoggi's disappearance, an apparent slaughter caused worldwide revulsion. The Saudis were finally forced to admit that he had died at their consulate in Istanbul. Share this article. Share, but they denied his death had been ordered by the country's ruling elite, instead claiming he had been killed in a fight. Saudi Arabia's deputy intelligence chief Ahmed al-Asiri and Saud al-Qahtani, a senior aide to Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, have been sacked over the affair. Yesterday, despite widespread cynicism over the account, President Trump described it as credible. Republican Senator Rand Paul was among those who rubbished the comment, saying, "The so-called explanation from the Saudis is not even close to credible." The British government did not comment yesterday, but Foreign Secretary Jeremy Hunt has previously warned of consequences if Mr. Khashoggi was murdered. As the worldwide political implications of the affair continued, grainy footage of the journalist with his Turkish fiancée, Hatice Cengiz, 36, emerged on Turkish TV. It showed the couple arriving at their apartment in Istanbul's Topkapi district at 5 a.m. on October 2 and leaving shortly afterwards. They were captured on camera again at 2 p.m. and as they left on the 6-mile journey to the consulate in the Levant area of the city. Mr. Khashoggi had gone to the consulate to obtain a copy of his divorce certificate so he could marry Ms. Cengiz. Instead, he was walking to his death as his fiancée waited outside. According to reports thought to be based on information from the Turkish intelligence services, Mr. Khashoggi was tortured and mutilated by a 15-strong hit squad, who then dismembered his corpse during a 7-minute bloodbath. Turkish media reported yesterday that some of the rooms in the consulate appeared to have been chemically cleaned. There were also reports that vans leaving the building sought to evade CCTV, but were traced to Belgrade Forest, 18 miles north of Istanbul. Forensic teams were also searching an area in the remote town of Ilova, 58 miles east of Istanbul. One van, fitted with diplomatic plates, reportedly disappeared from cameras for about 7 minutes, leading investigators to suspect Mr. Khashoggi's remains may have been handed to a local criminal group for burial. Last night, Numan Kurtulmus, a deputy head of justice of Turkey's ruling AKP party, said full details of the death would be released.